Hi, my name is Kathy Mohanan and I work with the ESD Association. I'm specifically involved in new initiatives for education. I'm here today to tell you about a valuable new certification that starts in January of 2013. This program is entitled Device Stress Testing Certification, and it can be obtained entirely online. It's aimed for the test engineer or technician who conduct the ESD testing and have no opportunity to travel for training.
We're first going to start with the motivation and purpose for getting this type of certification. The entire certification program is offered online, and number one, this saves travel costs for your company. It's extremely expensive to travel, people are away from work, and this certification, by being online, is extremely cost effective. All of the courses are developed by ESD experts at their companies and who are directly involved with writing the ESD stress testing standards. Additional motivation is once your employees are certified, this is excellent publicity to your customers. And you can tell your customers that we've been specifically trained on how to do these tests according to the standards, and you can rely on our data that we give you. And currently, there is no other stress testing, ESD stress testing program offered in industry that is specifically designed for the test engineer or technician. All of our current programs, even through the ESDA, have traditionally been for program managers or for ESD engineers. Let's look at the required courses, and there are some electives, but here's the list of the required ones. We're starting with ESD Fundamentals 1 and Fundamentals 2. These two courses start right at the very beginning. How does static even develop? How does it propagate? And what are the concerns for parts in general and the testing environment? The next course is High-Speed Digital Oscilloscope Fundamentals. This by far is probably the most important course in the certification program because all of the standards require you to verify a waveform and hence your equipment in some fashion. All of the ESD events are high-speed events. You need to capture them with a digital oscilloscope. So this course goes through not only how does a digital oscilloscope work and how to use it, but how do you use it with current probes to capture waveforms, how to measure rise times, peak current, fall times, all the basics that you would need once you get into that specific test you're trying to do. So the next few courses, HBM and MM testing essentials, CDM testing essentials, we've highlighted these because these are used for qualification. Our next course listed here, ESD essentials for controlling the ESD work area. This we felt was important because a lot of the labs might not be associated with the factory environment. So you could have an ESD lab associated with a design group or a reliability lab, and they might not be as stringent in their ESD controls. And this also gives the particular test engineer or technician the know-how to how do I know that ESD mat is properly grounded? How do I know my wrist strap is working? So we felt this was very important. The next course here, Fundamentals of Failure Analysis, it doesn't necessarily help anyone execute the test, but this is to give the engineer or technician some breadth in their knowledge, because once you've finished your ESD testing, the part is alive or dead, it doesn't stop there. The next process is what caused the failure? Why did it fail? The last course listed on this slide, Advanced HBM, it lists three main topics here: dealing with tester parasitics, high pin count parts, and 2 pin count testing. This basically follows all the information that is in what we call the HBM User's Guide, which has recently been published. This User's Guide was written because there's a lot of information to be interpreted in the HBM document. And so this User's Guide helps that, but just the User's Guide alone isn't enough. So we've built a whole course around it. So that should be very good as well. Moving on to elective courses. So the list here is TLP fundamentals, fundamentals of system level testing, latch-up testing and troubleshooting, VFTLP, and HMM, which is system level testing of components. The person is required to take 2 for their initial certification from this list, and we felt these topics, not every company wants to take all of them. Some companies are heavy into TLP but not Latch-up, and some companies are doing a lot of system level testing but maybe not TLP. So you get to kind of tailor your certification with the elective courses. The last course on this slide is ESD stress testing standards updates. This is actually taken every other year after your initial certification. The purpose for this course is the standards are definitely going to change over time, and we want to make sure that anybody that is certified is current and up to date.
For more information, please visit www.esda.org.